Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uju and today we are making the most delicious stewed beans you've ever tasted. So let's dive into the video. After selecting my beans very neatly, I'm going to pour it in a very clean bowl and I'm going to wash it thoroughly before boiling it for 15 minutes. Okay, you know beans comes with a lot of small stones, so you need to be very careful when selecting it. Okay, so after that I'm going to pour it in a pot and I will set it on my cooker and parboil for 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, the beans has taken time to boil. We're going to take it off the heat, sieve out the first water, then wash thoroughly. The reason for this process is to reduce the amount of gas and bloating that may occur after eating beans. Now let me give you a very short gist on beans. When I was growing up, my mother used to force I and my younger brother to eat beans, especially when it's going to be our breakfast. We preferred going to school on empty stomach instead of eating beans because of how gassy beans can be. In fact, I can remember I stopped eating beans entirely. But you know African mothers now, you must eat what they prepare whether you like it or not. As far as you're staying in that house with them, it's not their business. Whatever you like is your own concern. What they cook is what you eat. Even when I left my house to a boarding school, I still never liked beans. In fact, my hatred for beans increased because of the way they prepared it in school. It continued that way until I came to the university and my mom continued sending beans to me as part of my foodstuff. So there's nothing I can do than to learn a new process for beans so I can be able to enjoy it. That is the end of my story. So after washing the beans, I'm going to transfer it back to the pot, add some chopped onion and salt, then cover it and allow it to continue cooking while I do other things. While the beans is cooking, I'll start prepping my ingredients, which consists of fresh tomato, fresh paprika, Scotch bonnet pepper, ginger, garlic and onion. You can use red bell pepper if that's what you have. Your beans will also come out nicely. Okay, I'll cut them into chunks and put them in the blender just to blend it, and then I also remove the seeds from the paprika because of the bitter taste it gives. I don't really like it, so I will cut them, put them in a blender and add a little water just to make the blending easy. Then I'm going to blend it until it is completely pureed. Then I'll set it aside. In a pan, I added palm oil and vegetable oil. Now this vegetable oil part is very optional. You can do it if it's what you want. Once the oil heats up, I'm going to go in with my meat. This is beef, which I already cooked off camera. I'm going to fry it for about 5 minutes and then I'm going to set it aside. You can use goat meat, you can use chicken, you can use beef like I'm doing, you can use only smoked fish. Any type of meat you want to use, you can use it, there is no problem. You can also go in with your meat without frying it. It all depends on what we want. Me, I like it fried, that's why I fried first. So after that, I'll go in with my chopped onion in the same oil I use in frying my meat. I'll fry my onion for 2 minutes until it becomes fragrance. 2 minutes later, our onion is well fried, it is fragrant, so I'm going to go in with our blended pepper mix. After pouring my blended pepper mix, I'm going to stir it around. Now this is the part where I have to fry on a very low heat so our stew doesn't burn. Then after that, I'm going to make sure everything is well incorporated. Then I'm going to cover it and allow it to fry for 11 minutes. 11 minutes later, this is what we have. The oil has started floating on top. There is no longer that bitter taste. So our stew is ready. So I'll give it one quick stir, cover it again, then come back and start seasoning. I season with onion powder, curry powder, a seasoning cube and some crayfish powder. I was so generous with my crayfish powder and then I added salt to taste. Now if this is your first time on my channel, I want to specially thank you for clicking to watch my video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please help your sister by subscribing to my channel. Like, share to your friends, your family, to your friends, because this video might be of help to any of them. Okay, and turn on your notification bell to also be among the first to know anytime I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, I want to especially thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I love you. After going in with the whole ingredients, I'm going to go lastly with my smoked fish. After adding the smoked fish, I'm going to stir everything together. Let them come together and talk about how delicious they are going to make my beans. Now, look at that beautiful color. Look at it. Tell me the reason you will not like this kind of beans. Just tell me. At this point, I'm going to check on our beans that have been cooking for the past 1 hour. I want it to be very soft. I checked on it and it has become very soft. Then our beans is ready. You can also use your pressure pot when cooking beans, but you have to add everything together before you start cooking, okay? So I'm going to transfer the stew into the beans and I'm going to give it a very good stir. Now look at how beautiful the color is, and not just the color, it was really tasty. The aroma that was coming out of this kitchen was something else. Now tell me why your spouse will not like this kind of beans. Tell me why your children will not like this kind of beans. And this is not the kind of beans my mom was cooking, no. So lastly, I added my spring onion and I gave it a very good stir, and I covered it and allow it to simmer for about 5 minutes. And voila, our beans is ready. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.